Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. It has been a crazy 6 months. Over the past 6 months, I've grown a marketing agency and I've quit my day job. And so I kind of want to reshape this YouTube channel around my journey with a digital marketing agency and how I'm investing the money that I'm making into pretty much building my future. If you don't know already, building a marketing agency is one of the best ways to start a business from home and work wherever you want. There's very little barrier of entry and the profit margins you can get are pretty insane. So I've really gone into it over the past 6 months, tried my best hand at it, and it's paid off. So now I'm excited to say that I'm doing this full time and I want to document my journey with you guys as well. With that being said, I have a list of videos that I want to make here in the next coming days and weeks. But the first one that I wanted to make is how did I get my first client with a social media marketing agency? Now I want to preface as well that I'm not strictly just a social media marketing agency. I do things like advertisements, search engine optimization. I do social media management, but really our services right now are kind of varied across and really tailored to each client. At the moment, we're trying to niche down with 1 or 2 services and really focus on that. But at the moment, we're kind of doing everything, which I don't really mind. So I want to talk about how I got my first client in under a week when I first started my social media marketing agency. Look, it's really as simple as if you want the client, you will get the client. The outreach that you have to do is immense, it's a lot, but the more outreach you do, obviously the more chances that you get of attaining that client. A lot of people like cold email, a lot of people like cold DMs, looms, things like that. I personally went for the Upwork method. So if you don't know what the Upwork method is, I can explain. The reason I use Upwork is because the leads are already warm. They're looking for work, they want your services already, as opposed to a cold email or a cold DM where you're really kind of just shooting a shot in the dark, and they may already have somebody that runs their marketing or more than likely has a marketing solution already, where if you type in marketing or digital marketing or advertising into Upwork, people are going to be looking for those jobs and looking for you to come for them. Now you don't necessarily need to be paid in Upwork. I use Stripe as my main form of payment. A lot of people like to steer away from the Upwork because they have an Upwork fee, which takes a good chunk of your money out. That's why I usually stick with Stripe instead of Upwork's actual payment methods. So it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another to actually do. So let me actually show you the method that I use inside of Upwork to get these clients that not many people really know about. So once you're in Upwork, this is what you're gonna do. You're going to type in here, you can see my most recent searches here, but you can type in marketing www. Facebook ads www. It really depends on what niche you're going for. So for this one, I'll just type in marketing www. And the reason why you put the www at the end is because then it's going to come up with their website. Let me explain. So when we're looking for clients, this www is going to help with finding their website. So here we have a website. We can go into it and see kind of what their brand is about. And then from here, you can actually contact them and get into contact directly with them. So their email here is info@imarketsmart.com. I personally use a software called hunter.io that is paid for, but it's worth it in my opinion. Basically what it does is it scans a website for a personal email, or you can type the actual owner's name into the software and then it gives you their direct email, so that way you're getting out of the traffic of Upwork and you're emailing them directly as opposed to pretty much getting stuck. But from there, then you go into your email templates, whatever that may be. There's really a lot of variety in terms of email templates and what works for people and what doesn't work for people. I know that it's really just different for each industry. If you want, I can kind of create a list of what's worked for me and put it in the description down below if that's something you guys are interested in. I have a close rate of about 40% right now, which is pretty good in terms of sales calls and landing meeting, in terms of what percentage of those people actually turn from a potential client into a client. So I know the email templates that can get people to convert and get that first meeting set. It's all about getting that first meeting set. Once you can talk to them face to face, things get a lot easier because when you're typing and you're behind a computer screen, people don't know you, people don't know your voice. So the whole goal from an email template or just an outreach method in general is to land the meeting, not land the deal. A lot of people try and go straight for the kill. They say, hey, I'm Will Ross, I can help you with your Facebook ads, I can do this for $1,000 a month, what do you say? And most likely people are like, no dude, you're jumping the gun, like I'm not interested. It comes across spammy, and you don't want to come across spammy, you really just want to come across as someone who genuinely wants to help. Unfortunately, the marketing agency kind of business model has been really saturated over the past couple years, so you get DMs a lot of like people saying, hey, I can grow your account for X amount, and people overseas try and scam you. So it really just puts a bad rap on the business model, but if you do it correctly and you do it ethically, there's definitely some money behind it that you can make. Now, Upwork isn't my only outreach method. I still do Instagram DMs, I still do LinkedIn DMs. I haven't gotten into Facebook groups yet, but I also do some cold emails. When I was first starting out, I just scanned the web for different Shopify stores and literally just went to the the 6th, 7th page of the Google results, found their emails and outreach to them, and I was doing like 30 to 40 a day, which was pretty tiring, and I quickly realized that this was not yielding enough results for me to actually sustain that. That's when I switched to Upwork, and that's when things got a lot easier for me because, again, the leads are warm. They're already looking for your work, and they're wanting to work for you. They're looking for someone to work with. So if you can come across, legit, you have results, or even if you don't have results, you can offer a extremely low price or even work for free. My first client was $200 a month because I had no previous clients. And from my background of being a marketing major and working in a couple of Fortune 500 companies, it has helped me land that client. And then we yielded some results for them, use those results for future clients, and so on, and then you build your empire. But I'll leave that there. I don't want this video to get too long. I just wanted to share with you guys the best outreach method that has worked for me and that I believe can work for many other people. But if you did make it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm going to be documenting my progress, just creating and building this marketing agency that I've had a lot of fun building so far. And if I can make it to 6 figures in 6 months, then the sky's the limit. So follow for the progress. I'm going to be sharing like tips and tricks of how I scaled it the way I did so that you guys can do the same. Ultimately, my whole goal behind this is to share what worked for me and give it to you guys as well so you can get out into the financial freedom kind of space. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.